Happy Thursday! Let's go ahead and use some imagination today. Let's go ahead and pretend that this cooking cape right here on my booty pretty much looks like this, right? Now that is 120 cooking on RuneScape 3. I actually have a cape that looks like that because I have 120 cooking on RuneScape 3. But, I mean, hey, on old school RuneScape, would that be a bad thing if we had 120 capes? It very well may happen in the near future. If you go ahead and look on the high scores of how many people out there legitimately have 104 million cooking EXP, yes, we are a little crazy. We love being like Chef Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen. That place is awesome. Oh, I've been there a couple times. I don't really remember going there a lot of times because I was really hammered when I went there. But the food, I have some pictures, and the food looks really good. I just don't remember eating it, but still. Old school RuneScape 120 cooking or 120 capes, that's a different topic for a video. But yeah, I mean, I have achieved a non-120, doesn't really matter right now, but hey. If it ever comes in the very near future or late future, my prediction is probably maybe about 5 years. Because in 5 years, old school RuneScape will be what? You're talking, oh wow. In 5 years, Old school RuneScape will be pushing 17 years old. And we got 120 capes on RuneScape 3, I believe in 2014. And actually... Wait, let me go ahead and fact check myself. When was 120 capes on RuneScape 3 installed? Let's see. 120 mastery capes. 28 April 2014. RuneScape 2 was 2001, 2002-ish. So you're talking about 13 years, yeah. Give it another less than 5 years. So many people on this game are going to have loads of EXP. The old school RuneScape team is going to be forced to give us something like that. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't change the game. It just makes you work harder for skills. Why did I get 120 cooking? Because in the last couple months, I've been AFKing a lot. I've been doing a lot of stuff that I need AFKing for and might as well make some moolah, right? If you are new here, welcome. We talk about a lot of random things. Please smash the like button. And definitely subscribe if you want to see future conglomerate content. Because, like I said, we talk about a lot of different variety of stuff. Okay, so talking about stuff, or rather doing something that I wanted to do on Tuesday. Hopefully everyone had a great Tuesday, aka 2 days ago. I actually, I really do feel like you get punished for wanting to work hard and be in front of your computer all day being a busy beaver. I was in front of I actually was in front of both my laptops for about like 16 hours out of the day doing a lot of different work. And, my eyeballs pretty much looked like Squidward. Yeah, it looks like I just took some salt and just put some salt in my eyes. They were pretty bad. If you came to see me in real life and you looked at my eyes, you would probably think I was stoned as hell. Like, oh yeah, I had eye strains in like every single direction. My eyes were more bloodshot than a 24/7 stoner. Oh boy. But otherwise my eyes actually feel very very rested now. So we're diving into this video. Why can't I make this bigger? That's what she said. Okay, so I'm selling my monthly loot tab here. Last month, which was little more than a month ago, February 4th, so about a month and like 2 days, I ended up selling my loot tab, 77 mil. That consisted of bird runs, cooking, and also some Slayer as well. So let's go ahead and see. Well, actually, hang on. Before I get to this, I had 77 total. I had 28 million GP that I made from cooking, which was definitely not bad at all. And if you've been following me for a while now, especially in the last 6 months, I've been on this Birdhouse run journey, and it actually may conclude very soon because I'm just kind of really getting burnt out in a way. Yes, I hate admitting that, but I mean, hey, what do you want me to do? Say that I enjoy doing Birdhouse runs? What the hell are you? It's always fun getting advertisements, especially on your own videos, right? No, it's not. It's a pain in the nuts. Okay, so last month we racked in 46 million GP, call it even, right? My loot tab right now for Birdhouse runs, let me go ahead and see. I can go ahead and tell you it's definitely not going to be that. 43 million. Let me go ahead and do some magic here. Wave my hand, and we're gonna sell it in 1, 2, 3. Crazy how magic happens, right? I wish it was that simple and it didn't take like 5 minutes out of my life to, you know, just... Imagine if life was like in the movie Click with Adam Sandler. Click. Woo! I feel like a lot of people would not be enjoying life anymore. So sad. Okay, so 43 and some millions in change. That's definitely lower than last month, but really not terrible. Let's go ahead and check out Slayer. So Slayer, we also did some mining as well. 1.3 mil, that's really nothing. You got 44 million GP-ish. Let me go ahead and sell this stuff right here. Okay, now things are going to get a little hairy over here. So, last month, 77 million GP, which was actually down from the previous month. 512 million EXP that I've been tracking that I ended up making on this game in the last 6 months. I don't really think that's terrible, but obviously some of you crazy raiders out there, this is just like chump change. But guess what? Not everyone is a crazy raider, huh? Oh yeah, that's right. That is right, Nightmare. Not everyone is a crazy raider out there, including myself. So, with that, let's go ahead and do my cooking EXP right now. Yeah, so 44 mil from Birdhouse runs, a little bit of Slayer, a little bit of mining, which isn't too terrible. But as for my cooking EXP, because I did pretty much like race to get a lot of cooking EXP this month. And by the way, I was cooking antelopes. I was switching between antelopes, manta rays, both style of the antelopes out there. And I've been saying this for the last couple months now. I was making probably about 700K an hour doing cooking. Go back into like 2006 when I got 99 cooking in Cathay Bay with lobsters. I was only making about like, I want to say 40K GP an hour. I was making about 700K GP an hour in the last couple months. So, I mean, hey, right now, take advantage if you just really want to AFK RuneScape, watch some movies, maybe do some college work, maybe some IRL work. Maybe you just want to just chill a little bit. I don't really know. But, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a fairly decent amount to do from skilling and also not from, like, bossing or, like, raiding or anything like that. But 16 mil in the last month. Now, my cash stack last month, and this is how we're going to calculate how much I've made from cooking. My cash stack ended last month where it was 375, 30 mil. So right now the cash stack is, oh, wow. Woo! Definitely made quite a bit doing cooking this month. Let's see. So 375, that's 25 plus 9, 34 mil. Yeah, 34 mil. So 77 mil I made in this last month. That's definitely not bad. Obviously, a large amount came from cooking. 16.73 million cooking EXP. That is definitely a huge amount. And my cash stack is definitely above that 435 mil point. I ended up going all in on third age items last year. I bought some third age items as investment items, drained my cash stack from 435 mil all the way down to, oh boy, quite a bit. But Anyways, let's go ahead and add this up very quickly and see what we ended up having on this. And if any of you all are actually following along in any aspect whatsoever, not by watching the video, I mean, because I've talked to a lot of you all out there that have said, hey, you motivated me to do a lot of different things on this game, or rather start playing old school RuneScape again. I don't really know if that's a good thing or bad thing, because this game is very addicting. So, don't blame me if you get sucked in and get addicted to this game. Oh, like seriously, the last can you even file a lawsuit? No, I don't know. Sure, take me to court. I'm suing you because you got me addicted to playing RuneScape again. Okay. Yeah, sure. So, 512 million GP from last month is what our total was. And now we're going to add in this past month, the 78, 49, 1, 2, 3. We're up to 590 million GP that we have made in the last 8 months now. I don't know. You all tell me. Do you think that's good? Do you think that's bad? Do you think I'm just a birdacious newbie on this game? Sure. I absolutely am. Am I a newbie when it comes to moolah making? Oh, no. Absolutely not. That's definitely not one thing Nightmare is newbie at. What do I plan on doing with all this GP? I've talked about this a little bit before, and I don't want to really get too far ahead of myself. But I'm going to be depleting my cash stack here probably in the next week. I'm going to be upgrading a lot of armor and potentially kind of really grinding 99. Because, I mean, hey, I got another accomplishment. Would like to get a max cape. I don't really give a flying hoot if sailing comes out, which it will be. A lot of people say old school RuneScape is going to die. You're a dumbass if you say that. Sailing is probably going to piss off a lot of people, but then again, I mean, hey, anything can piss off people on this game. But this game is not going to die because of sailing. It's not like EOC. Evolution of Combat, that was definitely a pivot point. I mean, hey, Evolution of Combat created old school RuneScape. Thank you, EOC, right? But it's not going to be like EOC. It's just going to be another skill to get. But I'm really torn. I gained a couple mining levels in the last day or so. Probably going to gain an agility level. I'm not sure if I just want to finish 99 Slayer, although I probably should since I'm going to be upgrading a lot of armor. So, I don't know. I'm gonna really sleep on it and probably decide over the next, week which one I want to dive into next in a way. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, hey, 590 mil for doing a bunch of skilling, that's not tremendously bad. And it keeps bringing me back to a point that I have executed flawlessly in pretty much all aspects of my life. If you stick with one thing and you stick with a goal and you push through the hard times, you can pretty much achieve your goals. Obviously, there's a difference between setting your goals too high and not being able to achieve unachievable goals. A lot of people have done that. I've made that mistake. I'm not perfect. I have set my goals way too high in every aspect of life. I remember making a goal on RuneScape back in 2000. When was it? Oh boy, it was 2010, I believe. Actually, no, it wasn't 2010. 2014. I said 2014. I wanted to get 120 Dung Bungeneering, and I ended up not getting it until the previous year. Why? Is because I didn't factor in my pretty much time. I should have just said, hey, and I'm going to get maybe 110 Dungeoneering. So I miscalculated the fact that I can't be playing RuneScape as much to achieve that goal. Same thing when it comes to anything you do outside of the gaming world. Let's say you have a career goal, or let's say you have a weight gain goal, weight loss goal, you have a dietary goal. If you set it too high, you're going to fail. So, achievable goals. All about achievable goals. Very much. I have been setting achievable goals probably well beyond a decade of my life now, and I've just been like mounting success. So I really encourage everyone out there to really think about that. And whatever goals that you have on this game, off this game, really just factor in time and if they're achievable or really not. But yeah, what's next after 120 cooking, which is cha-ching? Hey, when the old school RuneScape team releases the 120s on this game, I will automatically have a cape. I'm happy. I'm happier than Happy Gilmore. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, not to mention I am kind of happy that cooking is over with. It was getting a little tedious. Birdhouse runs, will I be continuing to do them? Probably. I'm getting a little burnt out, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, the prices of birds' nests are just, like, very decent. Old school RuneScape, what is it? Bird's Nest. So, I mean, I talked about this a couple, I believe it was like a couple months ago when I ended up, like, making, one of these, like, monthly videos. And I said the price of bird's nests right now are just, you know, it's going up. So for me to really stop doing this as a GP, kind of like income in a way would just, yes, I'm definitely getting burnt out logging into this game every 55 minutes. And I mean, I could be in a grocery store. I could be at a doctor's office. I could... Yeah, boy, I don't want to say this, but I could be driving. But, RuneScape Mobile, thank you, Jagex, so much. The price of birdhouses are very stable right now, so, I mean, yeah, it's if birdhouses were to drop significantly, and, let's go ahead and say they were, yeah, if they were to go back down to, like, 3,000, 2,900, no, it's not worth it. But, I mean, doing a birdhouse run I mean, even in the 5,000s is not worth it. But right now, doing birdhouse runs, with these prices it's worth it. Because every 55 minutes, I make between 250 and 350,000 GP, an hour. By literally logging in and doing something for 2 minutes. You can't beat that! You seriously can't! I wish RuneScape Mobile existed over 10 years ago when I would be getting blackout drunk like a couple times a week. I'd be at a bar, getting blackout drunk, having a good time, eating some nachos. Rest in peace, nachos. Yeah, rest in peace, alcohol too, in my life. And I'd be making GP on this game. So... this is one of those things where, like, for me, sure, probably going to do it another month, but I'm a little torn. 99 Slayer push, agility push, mining push, rune crafting push. I mean, either way, I'm making more GP. If I get 99 agility, I make some GP with the Marks of the Grace. 99 Slayer, going to be bringing in bank, rune crafting, bank, mining... I'll be making some bank at Motherlode Boobies. But otherwise, yeah, I think, well, the full premise of this video is me selling my loot tab, but if you take away anything from this video, definitely make your goals in all aspects of your life achievable. Don't shoot for the stars, shoot for the moon. Make easy goals, build on them, and then you'll be up to the moon in no time. But on a closing note here, and if you made it this far into this video, vlog, podcast, whatever you really want to call it, I just really enjoy making stuff for those of you all still watching, for whatever reason that you might be watching, whether you want to see some RuneScape content, whether you just want to hear me talk about interesting stuff. Really enjoy making content for each and every single one of you, and I love you guys so much, and gals who are still watching me throughout the years. And all my playlists are going to be down below in the description of this video, especially this playlist too, my PKD playlist, polycystic kidney disease, for anyone who hasn't been following me in the last couple months. Pretty much did a fundraiser back in mid-December for Dr. Wimes Laboratory, Santa Barbara Nutrients. I'm using their treatment right now to treat my kidney disease, and I got another round of blood work and images already scheduled now for mid next month, so I'm really excited. I used their treatment, started using their treatment plan back in August of last year, and it was about 4.5 months, got blood work images, really good blood work, really good images. So now it's going to be probably about 4.5 months, actually maybe a little longer, so going into these rounds. Really excited to really share them, because a lot of people with this disease, they don't catch it early. I caught mine early. Very grateful to God that I did. And with that being said, I really do feel the responsibility to be sharing this to spread awareness, because there's a lot of people out there that don't understand or don't know. You can treat any chronic disease with dietary management. Yes, any chronic disease. There's even dietary management for cancer. But Dr. Wimes, I ended up doing an interview with him last week, little over a week ago. For anyone who saw this interview, it's definitely very lengthy, but quite a people really did. And if that's, if this is not your content, totally understand, but just understand that someday you might be in a situation where you're faced with decision making if you want to be on drugs or change your diet and see if it works. I chose not to take drugs, change my diet, and hey, it's working for me. It doesn't work for everyone. Some people are in a very bad state of progression, but for me, I'm reaping a lot of benefits by not eating sugar, being on a ketogenic carnivore style diet. I'm taking this mineral blend too, which I do have a coupon code. I take 2 scoops a day. This is no drugs at all, Keto Citra. It's made up of literally potassium, calcium, magnesium, 3 vital minerals that we are all deficient in. It also contains citrate to help pretty much alleviate kidney stones, forming of kidney stones, and also ketone, BHB supplement. There's a lot of testimonies. I've given my testimonies about this dietary approach and also mineral blend as well. And if you're someone out there, or if you know someone out there with kidney issues, this could very well save their life. Because I was given, on the conservative side, 10 years if I continued my unhealthy dietary habits, drinking a lot, sugar a lot, carbohydrate, pasta. Now I am very much confident that I have pushed that very far down the road. Otherwise, if you want more of NightmareRH, you can always check out my book on Amazon that I wrote. Speaking about accomplishments, that is my Birdhouse alarm. I gotta do a Birdhouse run right now. Speaking of accomplishments, I chose to do an accomplishment as I was going through my dietary. I wrote a book. I'm an author now. Build accomplishments in your life, like I said. And by the way, a tremendous amount of you all out there have bought my book. I just really didn't expect like hundreds of you all to be buying. I really am very appreciative. Thank you so much. Quite a few of you all have hit me up and said, hey, is there a way for you to sign it? I don't know. I really want to, but I don't know how that might be possible. I got to brainstorm a little bit. But this link is also down below. Otherwise, I'll probably see you all in a couple days. Love ya, and we're going to be kicking some more ass with new content very soon. Later!